All right, Ian, we have Tales from the Game Store, and we have an intro that I forgot about. So let's just run the intro right here, and I'll cut from there. Kieran.
Tales from the Game Store.
All right.
You didn't see the intro yet, Ian. It's saucy. It's good.
Okay.
So, Ian, we've gone a couple weeks without a Tales from the Game Store. So the Tales from the Game Store gods, you know, they have a way of coming back into our lives, I think.
Well, I got a visit from the early 2000s this week, and also there was nearly a shooting across the street from work. So there's those.
Which one are we going to go into?
Let's talk about the visit from the 90s. So I'm sitting at work, and I hear the... You always know it's going to be fun when you can hear the people coming into the store trying to talk to you before they come into the store. So I hear this guy with a big, deep voice. Oh, yeah, we're here at Luna Video Games. And they walk on in. And the guy looks like Vin Diesel circa 2002.
Younger Vin Diesel, Fast and Furious Vin Diesel.
Very bro-y Diesel.
Okay.
Little less muscular, right?
Shaved head?
Shaved head. And he walks up to me and he's like, "What's up, Brody?" And I'm like, immediately in my head,
Brody?
I'm like, Brody. Oh, shit. So I'm like, not much. What's going on? We're here at Luna Video Games. Yeah.
Nice, man.
All right. So you got like PS4 games. You got what game? What you know? What's popular? I'm like, I have PS4 games over there. My kid's got a PS2. Do you have PS2 games? I'm like,
Absolutely, sir.
right there, sir. Whole bin. So, whole rack. So the guy with him is like much like smaller, and he's playing like that diminutive role like from the cartoons. He's like, yeah.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah. Everything the guy says, he's like, yeah. So then
It's like a sidekick.
yeah,
character.
like a sidekick. So he's looking at him, and he's like, "Oh man, what would I want? What my kids want to play? What would I want to play?" And the little guy goes, "How about some Tiger Woods? I mean, you like that." He's like, "Oh, my ninja! I love Tiger Woods."
Oh, my ninja.
So we've got Brody, and we've got Ninja.
So is he swapping that for another N word, maybe?
No,
Or it's just ninja?
a ninja.
Okay.
It was big. It was big in juggalos like to use ninja.
Oh, my ninja.
Oh, my
I've
ninja.
never heard that before.
Okay, well, now you have.
It's like 20-year-old bro terminology.
This is
Late 90s, early 2000s.
I don't know.
How do you know this?
I don't know what book because I went out and did stuff. I don't know. I don't know what book he's getting his style or his linguistics from. But he's got to be like 40 or 45 is the other thing. Like he's not young. He looks like Vin Diesel did when he was younger, but he was probably 45.
Sure.
So he picks up a Sonic the Hedgehog and he's like, "This looks like it'll be good."
Yeah, be good. Be good, man.
Yeah.
Sonic's good, man.
And basically, the dude's like, "Yeah." And he's looking around and he's like, "Oh, ninja. My ninja." And I'm like, so now he's used it twice.
At you. You're the ninja in this scenario.
And this time I am.
You're the ninja.
This time I'm the ninja. I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "Gotta tell me you got that Mario Kart."
Yeah, Mario Kart. You got Donkey Kong. Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, you got Bowser.
4. And he's like, "The PlayStation 2. And I'm like,
Yeah, that was good on PlayStation 2. Yeah.
I was like, it was never on the PlayStation 2. I said, Mario is just Nintendo. He's like, I don't know, man.
I don't know about that, bro. Don't know about that.
And his buddy actually goes, No, it's just Nintendo.
Nah, man, you're crazy.
It's just Nintendo. It's just Nintendo.
That is what.
Nah, man.
It's just Nintendo. So, anyway, he then finds out. I tell him about the sale. He finds out about the sale.
There was a sale.
Buy two, get one this past weekend.
That just happened?
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I
I miss it like every year. Was it twice a year? I miss it.
twice a year.
Son of a bitch.
So, anyway, he looks around and he's picking up games, and I swear to God they were just coked because the guy was just so loud and bigger than life, and he kept going, like he's fucking rocketing whatever's left into the back of his throat. And then there's just this sudden death of energy in the store.
Okay.
They're looking around. They're not talking to each other. They're not really looking at each other.
They just crashed.
The guy's not talking to me. And he's got this pile of games on the counter. And he's like, well, I gotta, you know, basically setting him up. He's like, well, I'm going to come back for the sale, but I got to get something for my kid. And I think I'm going to get something for myself. So he's got these games. And he just walks up. And he goes, yeah, I'm just going to wait.
Okay.
And picks up like 6 games and puts them back on the counter. And he walks out the door with his friend, and they're silent, and he looks at me and he goes, Laters. So he walks away, and I'm like,
that just happened?
where the fuck did they get warped in from?
It was like Bill and Ted.
Dude runs back in,
Oh.
comes up to the counter, looks like he forgets what he's going to say, and goes, yeah, I'll be back for the sale. And then again goes, Laters, and walks out the
A second
door.
time.
Yep.
So leaving the games he picked off the shelf on the counter.
No, he put them away, left.
Then he came back.
In, looked like he forgot what he was going to say or whatever, because
Said
he
I'll
was
be
just
back.
like, yeah, I'll be back for the sale, and walks away again.
Did he come back for the sale?
No, he did not. Honestly, I don't know. I was at a different location, so he may have.
2 locations. Chula Vista, Oklahoma. Okay. So that's interesting. So you had a 90s, late 90s, early 2000s warp zone happen.
I felt like I was about to be Fast and Furious.
Okay. Steal those DVD players.
Yeah, like
So is there a secondary tale from the game store?
I don't need to worry about that. No, someone got tackled across the street with a gun.
Oh,
That same day.
that same day.
That
Maybe
same
it was
day.
him.
Like 45 minutes later.
I think it was him. There's a chance it was him.
45 minutes later, I hear a bunch of yelling outside, and I go out there, and I see a bunch of fat, doughy white men standing outside the bar. And then
This is like the afternoon. The bar's open.
afternoon. This is
Saturday afternoon, Thursday?
This is like Thursday afternoon at
Drinking.
2 p.m.
All right. Here's to you.
or 3, somewhere in there. And they're yelling at another dude. Another. It's a very doughy bar.
Very doughy.
Yeah,
Okay.
another guy in a hoodie, another doughy white man, and they're arguing, and the one guy out of nowhere goes, "You got a gun? He's got a gun!"
Oh wow.
And I don't see any gun. I see the one guy has his hand in his pocket, but there's no gun. And the guy's like, "Is that a gun in your?" He's like, "Pull your hand out." And the guy's like, "No." And this is like the guy this is not the group of guys. This is the guy who's standing. And there's this drunk asshole, and I know he's a drunk asshole because he's always fucking there. He's always fucking there. He's behind the guy, right? Who's like supposed to have the gun. And he like looks across the street, and he flashes me a smile, and he's like down like this behind him.
So you're outside the store looking at this happen.
Oh yeah. I'm watching it happen.
And the guy across the street turns and sees you.
So the guy with the gun supposedly is talking to these
Other people.
other guys.
Patrons. Okay.
And then one of the bar patrons is like behind the guy with the gun, and he's in like a tackle position.
He's in a football stance.
Yeah, he's in a football stance, and he flashes me this like weird grin.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're talking, and then just the dude just boom tackles him down.
The guy flashed you the smile, tackled him.
Yeah.
Was it a
And
good tackle?
It was.
It worked.
It was an acceptable tackle. Yeah, so then they were on top of him, and then they got off the guy. And if the guy had a gun, I don't think you just get off of him and let him walk away.
So he didn't have a gun.
He didn't have a gun. At least I don't think he did. Because they let him get up, and then they started talking to each other again, and the guy walked away. If he had a gun, you don't tackle someone with a gun and then just let them get back
No, he
up.
didn't have a gun.
Yeah.
The guy was okay.
Then the cops showed up, and the guys at the bar out there being like, "You had a gun," and this, that, and the next thing. And yeah, it was just, honestly, knowing that bar as well as I do.
This is El Cajon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knowing the bar like I do because I'm across the street from it, I think they were all just a bunch of fucking assholes, and they wanted to
Fuck with the guy.
fuck with this guy.
But you can't do that and then have the cops show up and then no gun. That's a false arrest.
Well, the guy, they let the guy walk away.
So then he didn't have a gun.
Yeah, I mean, that's my thing. They said he had a gun, tackled him, kicked him a few times. He got up like a minute and a half later, He yelled some stuff, and then they let him walk away.
They just wanted to assault him.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Don't go to that bar. It doesn't sound like a good bar to me.
No, and it's a bunch of really. It doesn't look like a good time.
All right, Ian. So that made up. That was a twofer. That was a 3. Want to save one for next week?
No, but then something else happened. When I opened the store in the morning, there was
God.
a guy walking down the alley,
It's a 3fer.
just chatting away, and he looked at me, and then turned away and yelled. And I kid you not. And I don't take it seriously, nor does this need to be like a focal point, because if you don't get your medicine and stuff like that, these bad things can happen. But he yells, "I will kill your fucking children," and then keeps walking. So
right.
that was how I opened. I'm like, this is a bad
Bad day.
This is a bad premonition, like a bad omen. And then at the end of the day, I broke the open sign on the store.
How did you break it?
I touched it, and it was so sun-baked it fell and shattered into.
Oh, one of the plastic ones you put on.
Yeah, it just shattered.
Time for an upgrade, Ian. It's time for an
And
upgrade.
then I taped it back together.
Oh no!
I had to. I needed some hours up there until we got the replacement.
You duct taped it together.
Yeah.
Let's see. What does that cost for a plastic?
$1.99.
Okay, so you should have one.
It still had a price tag on the back of
Oh,
it. Yeah.
I'm saying, did you buy a new one yet?
I'm sure.
Is that coming out of your salary with
Yeah.
Treg?
I'm sure it was purchased.